The haunting case of Travis Decker, a father accused of the unthinkable, the murder of his 3 young daughters, has taken a grim turn. Authorities believe they've finally found his remains in the rugged mountains of Washington state. But this discovery raises more questions than answers. Is this the end of a tragic manhunt, or just another chapter in a story that has left a community reeling? Leavenworth, Wash. In a somber announcement, the Chelan County Sheriff's Office revealed that remains discovered in a remote area are likely those of Travis Decker, the ex-soldier who vanished after the deaths of his daughters, 9-year-old Paityn, 8-year-old Evelyn, and 5-year-old Olivia. The Sheriff's Office, working alongside the Washington State Patrol's Crime Scene Response Team, is now processing the site and will conduct DNA analysis for definitive confirmation. While we're cautiously optimistic about the preliminary findings, we're still awaiting DNA results to positively identify the remains as Travis Decker, the statement explained. Decker, 32, had been on the run since June 2nd, when a sheriff's deputy discovered his truck and the bodies of his daughters at a campground near Leavenworth. The girls were found bound with zip ties and suffocated with plastic bags placed over their heads, a chilling detail that has left many grappling with the brutality of the crime. The tragedy unfolded after Decker failed to return the girls to their mother, Whitney Decker, in Wenatchee, about 100 miles east of Seattle, following a scheduled visit. What followed was an extensive search involving over 100 officials from state and federal agencies. Scouring hundreds of square miles of mountainous terrain by land, water, and air, the U.S. Marshals Service even offered a $20,000 reward for information leading to Decker's capture. But the search yielded no immediate results, until now. But here's where it gets even more complex. Decker's military background adds a layer of intrigue to the case. A former Army infantryman who served from 2013 to 2021, including a deployment to Afghanistan in 2014. He was trained in navigation, survival, and other skills that likely aided his ability to evade capture. Authorities noted that he once lived off the grid in the backwoods for over 2 months, raising questions about how someone with such expertise could slip through the net for so long. And this is the part most people miss. Last September, Whitney Decker filed a petition to modify their parenting plan, citing Travis's worsening mental health and increasing instability. She described him as often living out of his truck and sought to restrict overnight visits with the girls until he found stable housing. Was this a cry for help that went unheard, or a red flag that could have prevented tragedy? It's a question that continues to haunt those following the case. As the investigation unfolds, one can't help but wonder, what drove a father to allegedly take the lives of his own children? Was it a moment of madness or something more calculated? And what does this discovery mean for the families and communities left to pick up the pieces? Here's where it gets controversial. Some argue that the system failed these girls by not addressing Travis's mental health issues sooner. Others believe his military training and off-grid lifestyle made him nearly impossible to track. What do you think? Did authorities do enough, or could more have been done to prevent this tragedy? As we await the final DNA results, one thing is clear. This case is far from over. The discovery of Travis Decker's remains may close one chapter, but it opens another, one filled with questions about accountability, mental health, and the fragility of family bonds. What's your take? Share your thoughts in the comments below.